The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Love. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there. First down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 19th touchdown now of the season. And his guys have taken the lead. The extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Jim, 6-6, pull it high.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all
under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Geno Atkins in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
No, hey, Sam off. Leo. Go.
They'll set up to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there.
Let's go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now...
And he hauls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. DJ Moore, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Out is is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today. Right. So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. Third down, Swift, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. And they'll send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bucs on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
57's the mic, watch 57. Fair. Sponge. Ready?
They'll look to throw. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
First and 10 at the 30. Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh. I'm coming for you. You mine. Topper. Check 3.
Now Saquon Barkley. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
18 Gators. Hey, come on, now.
They'll go with a keeper, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down.
Hey, echo. 22 jet bomber, 22 jet lead grip.
And they'll run for it with Barkley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards. 4th and short, they had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's third down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, exit.
31's the mic. You run. 31's the mic.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown! In for the score as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Okay, the highlights are going to show the guy throwing it, the guy catching it, and ended up in the end zone. But how about those big guys up front that allowed that to happen? He had a ton of time to throw the ball.
He did. There's two sides to that coin, though. The O-line was great. D-line not very good.
And as well as coverage, because now you're really stuck in a bad spot. That much time to throw the ball, someone usually comes free.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. On third down, Swift finding room at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Here's Locke. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Now a first down throw, Locke. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number one. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. This will be from 49 yards out. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
And now this throw incomplete, and that is how this first half will come to an end. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On 3rd down, Swift. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally, I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47th. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
We always hear about guys wanting to make plays that quiet a crowd. Yeah, after that one.
Here in the 3rd quarter, they were hoping to get the stop, get the football back. Not the case.
What a completion on a 4th down play.
Check Nick, run, man.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. It's complete to Diggs. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Right back to him on 1st down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Get it.
On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage depth.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And this will be a touchdown. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
Oh, I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
Come on, come on.
Fine. Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they gave up the pick 6. And now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary in that last possession, though.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
We got 4.
Topper! Let's go.
Looking to throw. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. That is now 19-yard gains on back-to-back plays.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do, and it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put up on the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man Johnson. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down, executed it to perfection. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Check safety, check safety.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
Brings up 3rd down.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. He'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down.
And that's understanding where the markers are because it's not just running to them. Because on the catch, you can actually be pushed back before the 1st down. It's getting past it and allowing that opportunity to drip back towards the 1st down line and still having picked it up. Really well run.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 8 at the 9-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber. Smooth.
57 Mike 57. Come on.
Here's 2nd and 8. And he pulls it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
Bravo!
From the gun, here's Love, eluding the pressure right. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And they rattle off a big one. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They'll keep it on the ground. Swift, and he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 20 on the year, and they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. The extra point splits the uprights, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now it's Barkley. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
On the run, it's Barkley. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Back to throw. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 14 yards there and a Buccaneer first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw here. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started, 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley running right. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
Set.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
80 weapons. Hey, Delta.
Second down and inches. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Hey, that's scared. That's scared.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, seam 6, seam 6.
Back to throw now on first down. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On second down, Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
Brings up third down and 6.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Get in the weight room.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Again, it's Barkley. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year, as they can now tie the game with the extra point here in the final 2 minutes. So a big play coming now for the Bucs as they'll go for 2.
61, matchbox lights.
Whip. Watch the whip.
Hey, high 7. Topper, 2.
They're going to try and run for it. And he is not going to reach the goal line. A courageous call to try for 2, but they will remain down by a point. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. He'll have a first down past the 40. Taking it right down Broadway. And he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a...
And this will be caught at the 30. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a two-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach, okay? So he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
And it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the fourth. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this. From the 35 on second down, Luck. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
Hey, box drop, box drop.
Luck. And that will be incomplete. This defense hasn't had the best showing in this game, but a critical knockdown there. If they can hang on, I guess the end will kind of justify the means.
Certainly, and just think of it this way. It may not be the quantity of the plays that they've had, because those haven't been great, but they get a few more quality ones like that. That could finish things off for them.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have a little bit of time here to get into field goal range. Not much. In a tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that.
At the 7-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Protein spill. Fight.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And it'll be taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now.
He's coming. We got double up, double up. Check. Hey, orbit. Crouch.
Hatchet. He's coming.
General West.
He's coming. Double up.
Hit it.
Now a first throw here in overtime. Open man, Higbee, the tight end. A gain of 6 there on first.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to third down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Third and 1, trying to keep this drive in overtime going. A big one coming up. They'll keep it on the ground. Barkley, and he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game, so he's really made his presence felt in this one.
Here we go. 50, plant.
56. There we go.
6-6, pull it high. Hey, Charlie. Go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
80 weapon.
Hey, alert 3. My chance. Hey, switch gears.
A give to Barkley out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
31's the mic.
What we got? Hey, lock it.
Check your hot read.
Shoot.
They'll drop to throw. And able to find Higbee. It's complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Ready?
56. Check 56. So we got man.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys, poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Now, partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the home team here, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a disappointing way to lose your first game as they drop to 10-1 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire
I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just want to